Hey everyone, and welcome to the Sims Ride or Die Chronicles story time. I know I posted Christmas and New Year's with my Sims, but I wanted to try something a little different this time around. And this is my first time doing something like this, so please be gentle. With that being said, let's jump in. So, Cassian, his brother Logan, and their friend Jordan were sharing a house together. They were supposed to be dating around and just having fun, but Cassian met Townie Camille Sumner and dated her exclusively. They had a baby girl, Isabella, and got engaged. But Camille was a fitness buff and swam all times of the day and night. Every night. Then one night, while her daughter and her roomies, Zoe Patel and Marina Lee, slept, she drowned from swimming exhausted. After her death, her roommates continued to take care of Bella and would take her to spend time with her dad. Logan and Zoe met and they started talking and flirting. Then the next thing you know, they were dating and in a relationship. Again, he was supposed to be dating around, but that man was sick over Zoe. Always somewhere moping, sad, and crying because she was flirting with other people, including his roommates. Had me looking at him like, whose Logan is this? Anyway, Jordan was the only one who understood the assignment. He and Marina started hanging out too, but only as woohoo partners. One night, the guys went out to the Blue Velvet nightclub and my ride or die girlies were there. Kaz and Maya started talking and hit it off instantly. Bonnie and Jordan said a few words, but immediately disliked each other. Bronwyn and Logan didn't meet at all that night. But from that point on, Cass and Maya were spending more and more time together and soon became a couple. Cass, ready to be a full-time dad, moved Bella in, and the three guys actually did a good job of raising her. Cass introduced Bella to Maya, who doesn't want or really even like kids, but she did love Bella, and they got along perfectly. So perfect, he asked Maya to marry him. Logan was with him at their house, and that was when he met Bronwyn. They clicked, but on a friendly level. She went fishing with him behind their house and stayed out there for hours just talking. They didn't catch not one thing, but they did have a chill time. Meanwhile, Marina adopted a daughter, Bristol, that she and Zoe raised together. And out of nowhere, sparks started flying between them. Naturally, Zoe's new interest in her roommate didn't sit well with Logan, so she broke up with him. And after he cried himself to sleep for hours and walked around sad for days, he visited Bronwyn again. They hung out for a few times before he asked her on a date. Needless to say, they connected and their relationship started growing into something more. That is, until Zoe showed up at the guy's house uninvited and found Bronwyn there with him. Poor girl was mad as hell, but she was the one who dumped him. Was he not supposed to move on? Bronwyn didn't want to deal with the drama and told him, figure it out with Zoe, and then ended things between them romantically. And she was right to end it because at Maya and Cass's wedding, look who was there together, Logan and Zoe. With Maya married, Bronwyn and Bonnie moved out of her house and into a house of their own. As time went on, Logan and Bronwyn reconnected as friends, but Bonnie and Jordan became woohoo partners even though they still didn't really like each other. They just loved being enemies with benefits though. Bronwyn and Bonnie decided to let the guys move into their house since they were there all the time anyway. But everyone kept their separate bedrooms, and the four of them spent Christmas and New Year's together. Besides Logan and Bronwyn's New Year's Eve kiss, they kept things platonic. They flirt with each other, but never crossed the line, especially since she knew he still had feelings for Zoe. Jordan and Marina stayed friends, but ended their woohoo-ship when she and Zoe officially became a couple. She told Jordan, who told Logan, that she asked Zoe to marry her, and Zoe said yes. Once again, Logan was deep in his feelings. Bronwyn over seeing him sad, was like, just go talk to Zoe and tell her how you feel. He did. He told her and he showed her. And even after their satisfied woohoo, she was like, yep, still moving forward with Marina, and broke his heart once again. He spent their whole wedding moping around, and really, I don't even know why he went. Zoe got him alone, though, to tell him she was pregnant at her wedding. The audacity. She hadn't even told Marina yet, and damn if Bronwyn didn't overhear her talking to him. Even though she and Logan were just friends, that hurt my girl's feelings, and I ain't like that not one bit. The circumstances weren't ideal, but Logan was still excited to become a dad and checked in on Zoe from time to time. Somewhere along the way, he finally released his feelings for her and truly got over her. Then, after a drunken night out at the Solar Flare Lounge, Logan and Bronwyn woohooed for the first time. It's happening! It's happening! He was ready to be a couple after that. But Bronwyn was not. Literally had that man singing, how can we go back to being friends when we just shared a bed? She said, easy, you have a baby on the way. However, she ended up hooking up with him again on 2 more occasions, and I swear Logan needs to do better because she got pregnant too. Feeling all romantic, he took her back to where they had their first date and proposed to her. Bronwyn turned him down, saying she didn't want him to marry her just because she's pregnant. He told her he didn't want to marry her because she's pregnant. He wants to marry her because he loves her. Aww, there's my Logan, loving on my girl the way he's destined to. Bronwyn wouldn't admit it, but she loved him too, so of course she said yes. Days later, Zoe gave birth to a healthy baby boy that she named Logan. Logan was a doting dad, spending as much time as possible with his baby boy, but Marina would get upset every time he came over. Like, what'd you expect? Anyway, she also wouldn't help Zoe take care of baby Logan and would be annoyed by his crying. And I'm like, girl, he's crying because he needs something. Help him. Good grief. Bronwyn and Logan got married in a small ceremony at their home, then excitedly awaited for their baby to come. Soon they welcomed a baby girl who you already know. Name is Logie. She's inevitable, just like her parents. Shortly after, Logan took full custody of baby Logan with Bronwyn's blessing, making their little family complete. They're so cute. Zoe went on to have 2 more babies back to back with the help of science. Again, Marina didn't help her take care of her baby girls, Athens and Sky, which is wild because I thought it was just baby Logan she had a problem with, but turns out the only kid she wanted anything to do with was Bristol. Zoe was like, if I gotta do it by myself, then I may as well be by myself. And she divorced Marina, but kept full custody of Bristol. Savage. By this time, Bonnie and Jordan had eased into a full-blown relationship, even welcoming a baby girl, Makai, into the family. They're terrible parents, by the way. Much better at being auntie and uncle because they will walk past their crying child just to watch Logie literally do nothing. It's so crazy. Anyway, they did the unexpected and set a wedding date. Let's see if it actually happens, because if you are familiar with my other Ride or Die Chronicles content, you'll know that Bonnie is non-committal. Well, that's all, folks. Thanks for watching. Talk to you on the next update.